Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ask Liana. I'm so excited that you're here. And for those of you who can hear me, in case you want to be live and you want to be asking a question live and on the screen, I invite you to let us know in the section where you can ask your questions so that we can have you on in the front row today. Amy will send you a link and get you in the front row so we can be interactive with you. Welcome to Ask Liana on the 14th of October, and I'm excited to have you. I understand you guys have been really busy bees asking a lot of questions, and I haven't been at my computer today, so I just got an overview from Amy, and I think a lot of it has to do with moving into winter and boots and pants and long skirts and coats, and so I'm really excited to be answering your questions. And I look forward to receiving more of them. And I think Amy, what are we going to start with today?
Okay, let's start with a question from Gloria asking about what type of boot should I wear with a casual fall coat that hits at mid-thigh? Tall riding boot, ankle rounded toe fry boot, hunter boots with liners?
Wow, great question. Well, the question is, Gloria, what are you going to wear under the coat? Because you're most probably either going to wear pants or you're going to wear a skirt. Where does the skirt hit you? Does the skirt hit you at the knee, below the knee? Is it a mini skirt? If it's a mini skirt, do you want to wear an over the knee boot? That would be fantastic. And they have a whole bunch of them. Actually, I got you a pair, so you're going to see what they look like. And they look fantastic with these thick, opaque tights. And so what you want to, the thing that you want to make sure of is that whether you're wearing ankle boots or over-the-knee boots or half-calf or Doc Martens, I don't care where your boots end. If you are wearing them and there's no skin showing, meaning that you're wearing opaque pantyhose or pantyhose, you want to make sure that the boot is either the color of the stocking or the opaque pantyhose is either the color of the boot or the color of your outfit. But having those be three colors, meaning the boot is brown, the body of the leg, meaning the portion of the leg that's visible, is burgundy, and then your skirt is green, that's a little too much going on, unless you bring all of those three colors together in a print. So try to match the hose with the boot. And then if you have any more questions in regards to that, so it doesn't really make that much sense to answer that question in regards to a coat. It makes more sense to answer it in regards to the piece that you're wearing on the bottom, meaning your skirt or your pants, long skirts, short skirt, shorts, knickerbockers, culottes. So I hope that answers your question. Go ahead, Amy. We'll take the next question.
Okay, the next question comes from Ina, and she says she's looking for an everyday purse. What size and color would work for her?
Okay. So, Ina, you're tall, and for those of you who are new to this question and answer day, the proportion of your purse has exactly to do with all the other things that have to do with image therapy. It's based on who you are and how tall you are, how dense you are, how deep you are, how much muscle you carry. What's the sound of your voice like? If you have a little delicate voice and your voice is really soft, then what you're wearing is going to be different. And your voice and your body structure and the intensity of your gaze and all of who you are packaged into one. So Ina is a tall, very beautiful, brown-haired, olive green-eyed, gorgeous, wonderful woman, and she has a model body. And I think enough for you because your lifestyle is more casual. I think living in Malibu and that also depends. So the question that you're asking is a great question, but it's an everyday purse, and your everyday life, for example, has to do with, I'm going to grab my bag and I'm going to go to the office, or I'm a lawyer and I'm going to the office. That's a very different bag than I'm a mom and I'm driving kids around soccer practice and I have to have snacks in there and daytimer and iPad and drink bags. And so, depending on what you're using this for. Is this a business bag? Is it going to be for you to carry stuff around and that you need every day for your consulting? So depending on where your life is going and what you're doing. But the proportion of the purse for you should be a little bigger. So something really small and tiny like an evening bag isn't going to work. It could be bigger, it could be a satchel, it could be rounded, it could be a sack. And the basic for you should be chocolate brown. Chocolate brown boots over the knee, possible, and a brown bag. Suede, it could be suede. You live in California, so there's no rain. That would be wonderful. Something with a little bit of texture would be lovely. Michael Kors is doing some beautiful bags. Don't get too much gold and junk on it. So the simpler, the better for you. Okay, Amy. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see. Oh, look, Joan's in there.
Yeah.
What do you call something unconstructed or structured? Unstructured or structured? Does it mean that it has softer lines and edges? I'm wearing things that are too structured. Yes, you are, Joan. And I'm not sure how to loosen up without looking sloppy. I love you. Oh, my God. Can we send Joan a link? I would love to talk to her and see her.
Sure can.
Thank you. So, Joan, that is a great question, and I'm going to answer it in a way that hopefully you can get a visual on this, because I don't have an example here to show you, but I'm going to see if Yulia can pull something. So, to get something unconstructed, imagine, let's see, St. John. The company St. John makes these beautiful suits, and they're all made out of knit. The dresses and the suits are all made out of a very moldable material. But they're still making suit jackets, and they're still feminine, and they're still somewhat structured in a way, or molded, shaped, but they're not sloppy. So when I say to you unconstructed or unstructured versus a male suit that has lining and interlining and everything is very stiff and almost like an armor, that's not what you want. Even though your body type calls for something that has a little bit more structure, because you're angular in your bone structure, in your upper body, in your facial structure, you have a lot more angles. So you are an hourglass, but you are an hourglass where more of the bone is showing, kind of like Callista Flockhart. So when that occurs in the body, you can wear stiffer fabrics and you can wear stiffer things. I just don't want you to get too masculine. Hold on, let me just, Yulia, I bought a jacket that's like has a side zipper, and it's kind of like a knit, two-tone gray and cream or something. Have you found that yet?
Okay.
I think so, yeah. Have you logged it yet?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to show you something. Amy, you can keep asking. You can keep asking me questions. Yes. Thank you. Okay, Joan, this is for you. So I'm going to show you. It's a Lucky brand jacket, and it's made out of a sweatshirt material. And the reason why I got it is because it makes a great cover-up for a person with silver hair. And it's got some cream on it, and it's really casual, but it's constructed. It's got a zipper, and the zipper is on the side. It's really pretty once it's zipped up because it shows your waist. And so when you start looking for things that are just a little outside the realm of, okay, I have to wear a blazer. No, wear things that are molded to your body, tops that are molded to your body, blouses that are molded to your body, and still have some structure to it, you know, soft but structured. That's for you. That's actually for most of us. Thank you. Okay, next question. Next question.
Okay, wait. We have a question from Catherine Martin, and she says, what style of brown dress boots should she be looking for? Where should it hit her on her long legs? What color brown? What kind of direction can you give her?
Is this did you say this was Catherine Martin? I'm looking at that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Catherine. So they should be dark brown, like your hair is now. Thank you for the beauty of your hair shining through, the natural beauty. And they should be coming up fairly high. You know those brown ones that I got you last year? They're over the knee. And so what you want to look for is, you want to look for boots that are higher than regular. So no mid-calf for you. You know, if you're going to wear shorter ones, then I found you a really beautiful pair of purple. There's a pair of Arche in purple metallic and purple suede. Bootlets, yeah. Short Bootlets. Would you hand me those, please? Die waren schon lange, die sind schon seit einer ganzen Weile hier. I bought them a few weeks ago. So smaller bootlets, also suede, but so they come up to the ankle, kind of like that high. But if you're going to wear them up higher, you want them to come at least under the knee, you know, or over the knee, even better. But I'm going to show you these because these are, I know they don't look purple in this light. Here you go, my dear. These are yours. And they're super comfy. They're made by a company called Arche, which is a French company. Look at the zipper. It's like totally implanted into this. You know, it doesn't go down the middle, but they've put it into the design. They've got buttons on the side in suede, and the inside is this gorgeous purple color. So I can't wait for you to try them on. They're going to be in your box. And they're pricey. They're pricey shoes, but they're wonderful. And they'll last a while, a long, long, long time. Because they're made out of the most beautiful, it's a French company, and they're imported. And so that was short boots. But if you want to go for high boots, they should come up higher for you, especially for you because you're so tall. And then you have the luxury of length in your body. So if you want to wear those little short boots, then you can wear those, and then you can wear stockings or something funky that comes up to a little bit higher, like 4 or 5 inches higher than that boot, as a design element. You know, you can scrunch the socks like we used to wear leg warmers, but don't wear those thick, big ones. Just wear them as socks and pull them down. And then you can have a stocking underneath that, which is also the same color, just different textures. And then you can wear a skirt that goes to the knee. And then, so as you go up this long length of your body, you can break up the length with really beautiful design elements. And bootlets can help you do that. So can stockings that you pull down, knee highs that you pull down. And then you can just decide, you know, to layer, just like you layer a top. Just like you layer tank tops and t-shirts and jackets, and then those little things peek out at the bottom. You can do the same thing with your legs. So any kind of length that you're trying to break up, you can do with different kinds of layers and shapes. Okay, Amy, I'm just, do I need to slide this down or just keep going?
I'll take care of it. So we have one from Lily Emerson.
Hi, Lily. Oh, Lily, I miss you. I just read your email. Thank you for your beautiful email. And I haven't had time to respond, but I will hopefully respond myself and not as one of my team members. Yes, what's Lily's question?
Well, Lily also says she has missed you.
Oh.
And she is now an independent financial advisor and does not want to wear suits unless absolutely necessary. She wants to look professional and soft and structured, just like you said. So what type of recommendations do you have for her? Unfortunately, Lily, there was more to your question, it ended there. So you can either email me at amy@imagetherapists.com or submit the rest of the question here. But that's all we got. So it may be the end.
Yeah, or maybe we can send her a link and she can show up in person. That would be lovely.
I will try. I will find her email.
Thank you, dear. So, to answer your question, Lily, you're due for another round of Liana. We both know that. And you might just come into the Virtual Style Academy and do this virtually, because I think that you could use a refresher. And some of your questions are valid in the realm that you've now gone into a different kind of work. You know, you're not consulting, you're most probably going to the office every day. And what you want to do is, the trick for you, Lily is a beautiful mid-brown, lovely green-eyed, porcelain freckled, gorgeous face lady who has been a client for a very, very long time. And I think the last time I saw you was many years ago, 5 years ago at least, Lily. And I think that dresses are really the way to go for you. You know, dresses with cardigans over them, because they're feminine and you can mix and match it. So if you were to go with suits, I would say wear softer jackets, and don't wear the jacket with the same color suit, but mix it. Mix it with different color pants, different color tank tops, and lots of scarves for you, you know, lots of intricacy. You need intricacy, if you remember that. And feminine, the way to do it feminine, the way to do business attire feminine, a good place to start is to wear a dress with a jacket over it. And sometimes you can find them. You know, Macy's sometimes has, Macy's in the Valley actually has a big dress department, and Calvin Klein makes a lot of beautiful dresses with jackets to match. And I think that's a really good way for you to go. What's the next question?
Well, we have a question, and I'm kind of taking questions from all over the place because I have some that were texted to me as well. For those of you who are watching, I have sent a link to a fair number of you via your email if you want to jump on. Lily, I sent the link to you on Google because I didn't have your email immediately. So if you want to check that, you'll see a link to be able to join on. And Joan, I sent it to you via Facebook. So I have a question from Lisa. And she says that she needs some closure on her color palettes.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she knows it's browns, burgundy, plum, teal, and what else? Any greens, blues, or oranges?
Which Lisa are we talking about?
Fighter.
Oh, yes. Okay, good. I didn't just want to start talking. Hey, Lisa, there's a bunch of Lisas. Okay. Lisa, I think that the part that you're questioning, which is it's a good question, is the part that has to do with the very natural coloring, like your skin tones. You know, like there's a scarf right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get it down. Yeah. So some of the dusty rose and the burgundies in here would be fantastic for you, and the diffusion of the print is fantastic for you. I think that what's lacking from the pictures that I've seen in your wardrobe, what's lacking is your skin tone. So anything in nude, dusty, rosy kind of colors, that's what's lacking. That's what I haven't seen a lot of. I've seen burgundy, but I haven't seen beigey nudes, meaning like pinkish nudes. I would love to see on you, I would love to see more raspberry. I know you have burgundy, but there's a version of red. You had a picture of yourself in a bright red top, and what it should look like is more like this color. It's like, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a rosy, burnt rose kind of a color. And make sure that even if you're wearing turquoise or teal or colors that have a little bit more blue in them, make sure that they're not too bright, that they're not showing up before you do. Because you've got a really wonderful color palette. It's soft, and one of your things that you have to do is the homework that I asked you to do on the last module is to put together your own color palette the way that I did some examples in class. And I want to see it so that I can find out what it is that you're seeing so that we're on the same page. I can look at it and I can give you feedback on it and add to it. So I hope that you do that so that I can support you better. Thanks for your question.
Lisa says thank you. So Catherine Martin has asked a question, and she says, I'm still not feeling like I know what my unique look or style is. Does this just take time and practice? I still feel like a chameleon rather than having IT.
No, it doesn't. It's a journey, sweetheart. And the reason why it's a journey, it's a journey because you are looking at yourself and finding out what you. It's not like you just go into a store and you go, oh, this is my style. Whatever's on that dress form is me. Because you're so. We're not complicated, but we're all very complex and deep, and we have facets and levels and moments of joy and moments of sadness. And when we're out in the world, and how do we go to the supermarket, and how do we talk to our boss, and what do we wear when we're going to a party, and do we want people to really see us, or do we want them not to see us? So every little piece of you has its own little domain. So when you say to me, what is my style? It's not like I can say, okay, your style is the style of an artsy CEO, which is what you are now, and that just happened. An artsy CEO, woman, leader, who is intelligent and funny and whimsical and totally in her power. Because you were very different a year ago or 9 months ago. So who you are today is an evolution of the learning within your own life. It's an evolution within the learning of image therapy. And it might be completely different in 3 months, depending on who you are, what your masterpiece is. So you are respectful to your masterpiece, honorable to your masterpiece, and respectful to the situation that you're going into. So if you were a lawyer, you would first honor your own authentic essential formula in your body with your lifestyle and with your comfort level and your size and everything that belongs to you. And then you look outward. You start inward, and then you look outward and you say, oh, today I have to go to television. Tomorrow I'm going to speak to Oprah. The day after I'm going to court. The day after I'm going to be inaugurating a new museum for my corporation. And so you decide on each of those situations how you are choosing to show up as Catherine Martin in 2014. I hope that helps. And I'm here to guide you, by the way. I'm here to support.
We have some questions about shoes, and this question is specifically from Anna, but I've seen it come up a couple times before, is what color of shoes should a person buy if not black?
That's a great question. So most of you buy black because it's so easy. So you have black pants, black shoes, black purses, and then you say, oh, this is really easy to get dressed. And then I come and I say to you, well, you might want to go into your own black. So this is black, black, and this back here is plum. And if you have your own personal black, you'll be able to look at something and go, okay, this is my personal black. It's deep burgundy. Or my personal black is navy. Or my personal black is olive green. Or my personal black is purple or plum. So those are your personal blacks. But the truth is that if your hair color is chocolate brown, Inna, which it is, or Catherine Martin, or Lisa, when your head and your feet are framed in the same color, you could theoretically and practically, and I want you to go try this, wear any color in between, and it's going to look fantastic. So whatever it is that and I want you to try this out in your own closet, because my hair is still partially black. When I wear black shoes, I can be wearing white pants and a white shirt and a printed scarf and wear black shoes, and it all kind of looks in harmony. And I want you to try that, because you could be wearing a cream outfit. Gloria, you're one of them. You have chocolate brown hair or mid brown hair. When your shoes match your hair, you can theoretically wear anything in between. Now, that doesn't mean you always have to wear your hair color, but it means if you're wearing a navy dress, you can wear navy shoes if navy is your black. I was just at a wedding, and there were like 15 of my clients, and they were all wearing different versions of their dark color. Some were wearing burgundy dresses with burgundy shoes, and navy, and olive, and copper, and bronze, and deep olive tones and deep forest green tones. And as we have all learned, you can actually dye your shoes. You know, that was something that I wanted to share with you, and I'm so glad Sarah O'Day did, because you can take your light colored shoes, which are usually very, very difficult to match, white or beige or taupe, and you can get them dyed at your shoemaker. Take them a swatch, and they'll be able to match the swatch. Or take them an outfit, and they'll be able to match the outfit. We used to do that for weddings. We used to buy white satin shoes and get them dyed in all kinds of colors for the dresses. So go out and be creative. Okay, Amy, I'll take the next question.
Okay. So the next question is from Jessica Tobiason. And it's all about going back to her natural hair color.
Yes, I read that question.
Okay.
Go ahead and read it.
Okay, for some reason it's not letting me see all of it. Okay, so here's my question. I'm working on getting my hair back to my natural color, dirty blonde / light brown. I have blue eyes and pale skin, so I know this generally means cool colors. But what about the brown in my hair? I feel more brown than gray. I feel like gray makes me look sickly. So which is it, brown or gray, silver or gold? Next. My hair, I'm sick of waiting, but coloring back to natural in the spring failed. Summer sun and swimming bleached it back out. It feels damaged and dry, so I'm worried about coloring it, also about resetting the clock on going natural. How should I approach getting back to my roots, so to speak?
Okay. So let's answer the last question first. How to get back to your original hair color and to your roots is to go to the hairdresser and ask them to weave in your original hair color. Instead of getting highlights, you get lowlights. And then you start allowing the regrowth to happen. So instead of highlighting it, which it's now highlight and it's blonde, you start pulling dark pieces through and adjusting and letting it grow slowly and cutting off first of all, if your hair is dry and hasn't had a really good summer and it needs nurturing, then low lighting is going to be much healthier for you than highlighting it, period. And the way to go and let it all grow out is to just slowly low light it every month or every 5 weeks, to go and get low lights and a little more low lights, and slowly it'll start growing out. And then your silver, if you would like, can be your highlights. And just give that a try. You know, if you feel comfortable enough letting it grow out, it could be your highlights. So then the brown becomes, believe it or not, brown can be a cool brown. you can wear brown and have it be a very cool, natural brown, or you can wear brown and have it be a very warm brown. So there's millions of shades of brown with yellow undertones and then with burgundy undertones or purple undertones. So when you see colors next to one another, that's the best place to look at. Buying for you, you need to buy a cool brown because all of your undertones are cooler. And in respect to the gold, it's not gold, it's silver for you. And the best thing actually for you is to do two-tone or even three-tone. Because those of you who are warm and cool balanced, meaning you have the melanin in your skin is warm, and then you have blue eyes, which makes it cool. That means you have blue. The blue is cool, and the warmth of your skin allows you to wear gold. And so when you wear two tones or three tones, it's even more beautiful. Let me just see if I can find. Julia, you know we have a gold, a blue, a silver, pink gold, and yellow gold necklace or bracelet back there. Would you be able to find that? Thank you. I'm going to try and show you an example of that.
While Yulia is finding that example, we have a question from Catherine that maybe Yulia and you can find some other things to pull out of your treasure chest. She says, I think I know that my earrings and necklaces need to be big, but full of littler pieces. Can you show some examples of what would work for me for every day and for work?
Okay, so it doesn't have to necessarily be littler pieces, Catherine. It can be something, I'm going to show you, this is not work, but I'm going to show you something. So it's a fairly large scale necklace. And it's made up of smaller pieces, but it's not tiny, tiny pieces. And if you look at it, the shape of it, the density of it, the weight, the visual weight of it, you want to go for things that are not clunky and massive, but they need to have substance for you. You know, it can't be one big clunky thing, but it's got to be more spread out. It's got to be a little bit more spread out like this piece. And I would suggest to most women who are in business and are going to be on video and on television, leave your neck open. Leave all of this beauty that God has given you in your neck and in your skin and in your décolleté. Let that be the frame for your face, and just go with big earrings. Thank you. That's good. Thank you so much. Go with bigger earrings. Go with things that frame your face, because as soon as you put a necklace down here, it's going to be very distracting to people. I want you to, I don't have a television, but sometimes when I'm in a hotel room and I watch the news anchors or I watch the weather women or I watch people on talk shows and I see them having these big necklaces because they think they have to fill this part in because it's so bare. But all you're doing is looking at the necklace. Like if you focus on this part and there's a necklace, if you're doing a little scarf and it's softer, that's one way to frame your face, if it's at the right level. But if you start putting big necklaces here, everyone is going to get distracted because that's all they're going to be looking at. So wear big earrings and don't wear a necklace. There are moments where necklaces are beautiful and appropriate and you're wearing a gown and you want to enhance your décolleté and it's a bigger diamond necklace or something diamond-like or sparkly. But necklaces usually, especially in the business world, or those of you who are doing video or you're doing online trainings, it's just going to distract. So let people see your face. Let them focus on what is coming out of you and what you're sharing. Does that help? I'm going to show you a multicolored medal. So if you can see this, it's the back of it is pink gold, but the front are multicolored stones. So the pink is warm, the silver is cool, and the black diamond is cool. So if you're, and then there's multi-levels of chains that are different colors: silver, white, meaning white gold, pink gold, yellow gold. Sometimes there's pewter, which is kind of like a gunmetal. And so right now there's so much beautiful costume jewelry out there. And finding the right piece sometimes is going to take a while. So don't just buy something because you go, okay, I need it, I need it. Create your wardrobe like a toolbox. Create your jewelry box like a toolbox. These are tools. They have special importance for each outfit. Make sure that your jewelry matches the dimensionality of your face, the size of your face, the scale of your face, the shape of your face. You know, don't wear too much, don't wear too little. Just try it out. This is a beautiful journey. Thank you, Amy. We'll take the next question.
Okay, so the next question.
Jessica, you're welcome. She says thank you. Understood. Very clear. You're welcome, Catherine. I love that. I love getting instant feedback. And why is there nobody sitting in the front row? That's what I want to know.
Well, because I think it was a surprise to people. So a couple of people emailed me back and said, I don't want to be on camera right now. I wasn't prepared to be on camera.
That's okay. That's okay. That's totally okay.
Okay, so let me look. If you're watching, now's a great time to go ahead and submit your question. I know there's a bunch of you watching. Let's see if there's any.
I love that they're interacting and still posting questions. There's a question I got today, and I was in a store, and a woman at Macy's, and a woman was looking for coats, and you know me, it's like you're trying something on and it's off the charts bad. I'll be in there and I'll just go, please don't do that. That is not right for you. And so what she was doing, she was an hourglass, you know, tiny waist, beautiful bust, beautiful butt and hips. And she was trying on a coat that was just made for a square body or an inverted triangle. And it was so painful for me. It was so painful for me to see. And she was trying stuff on, and she would take it off the rack. It was a beautiful color, a purple coat, and it had a zipper that went up the side, but it was like an inverted triangle. Even the zipper went up, you know, from the middle of her body all the way up to the shoulder. And she was so frustrated because she couldn't understand why this beautiful coat from the hanger to onto her body made her look so sad and awful. And so I'm an inverted triangle. So I said, why don't you take that off? Give me the coat. I'll put it on. And here. And then I found her version. And then we were standing at Macy's and we were doing this thing. And it was really beautiful to watch how quickly, when she put on the right shape, meaning don't waste your waist. So I gave her a coat that had a waist. It came in and then it flared out at the bottom, and it did exactly what her body does. And beautiful shoulders, you know, there were little epaulets, and suddenly her body just totally came to life, and she was smiling, and she was so beautiful, and she was so grateful. And she was from Australia and visiting, and she said, you know, I've tried so many clothes on, and I'm in the stores all the time because I love to shop, but I'm so frustrated because I can't find the right thing. And so she got like a mini image therapy lesson, and she was like, oh, can you come to Australia and do this? I said, guess what? We have a program. It's online. You can join us. It's an online academy, and you can learn all this stuff. So it was really beautiful to watch it instantly come to life. Amy, I'm ready. Who's this? Hi, Liana. Oh, Pasika, that's so nice. How are you? please pose your question, my dear, in the beautiful lavender t-shirt that I haven't been able to post anything on yet. That was beautiful. That color was so beautiful on you on our Facebook page. But please post your questions. I can see them as they're scrolling up and down the side. And Amy, if you have anything else there on your phone, or when people are, I think they're texting you or they're emailing you questions. If they do, please just butt in and ask.
They're all of the above. They're texting, emailing me, and posting in the groups. So I'm just trying to keep up. Gloria did jump on and posted and said that she, regarding her question about the jacket, that she would be wearing pants/jeans, that it would be casual.
Okay. And she still wants to know what kind of boots to wear with that, right?
Correct.
Okay. So if you're wearing jeans or pants, Gloria, you can be wearing half bootlets, or you can be wearing full boots. It doesn't really matter. But I think, you know, some people always say to me, oh, but that's so in style right now. It's in right now. You know, something can be in, and it doesn't necessarily have to look good on your body or fit into your lifestyle. It doesn't, you know, if you're wearing little bootlets because they're comfortable, do they keep you warm enough when you live in Canada and it's minus 36 degrees? So part of this is going to have to do with what works in your life. You know, the boots that I got you are higher because I want you to be able to have one pair of boots that you can wear with skirts, jeans, shorts, short skirts. So when they're high, you have more of an opportunity to wear them with skirts. If you have little bootlets, I know that they're right now the total rage of fashion, that you wear a bare leg with tiny, tiny little shorts with butt cleavage showing, and then these tiny little bootlets instead of, you know, tennis shoes. I know that you're not going to do that. Many of us are not going to go out and do that, but the understanding that you have this little bootlet and then a fully naked leg and then a pair of shorts, that's, you know, that's a whole proportion that it's going to take another day to talk about. So I know that you wouldn't do it. But if you're buying yourself a pair of little bootlets, you're most probably only going to wear them either with a long skirt or with pants, not with a short little skirt. And because you told me that a lot of your work is going to be walking around and supporting your husband when he's working, and you're like the backup team, I think that what's important for you is to have a comfortable, the comfort level has to come first before they really look good. So the way it feels has to really be great for you. And in order for you to get the most out of it, I would suggest higher boots than lower, higher up to the knee. Okay, Amy, we can go to the next question.
We get a lot of questions about where people should shop, where Liana encourages people to, you know, what stores Liana recommends.
Well, I recommend, so if you're living in New Bern, North Carolina, there isn't much I can recommend to you. I have a friend, and she's one of my soul sisters, and she lives in New Bern, North Carolina, and I'll tell you what she can have there. She has Target and Walmart, and that's it. So I suggest that a lot of you who are living in rural areas do a lot of your shopping online. Learn what looks good on you. Understand the concepts of image therapy. Maybe go through our virtual style academy. Really learn what you can start doing for yourself in smaller increments, and then start learning how to shop online. That's another course, but you can actually learn how to do that. You need practice in it. You need a really good eye. You need to know what it is that you're looking at. And when you do, buy smaller size and a bigger size. Don't just buy one size. Sometimes I ask you to buy 2 of the same size because once they get to you, they're going to fit you very different. So I ask you to do a lot of the things that you do when you're in a store. So when you're in a store and you put on a size 6 and it doesn't fit, go find another couple of size 6s and try those on as well. And then go up or down a size. Because the way that manufacturing is, just by the sheer haphazardness of it, one piece of pattern can be a half or 2 sizes bigger than another. So just always try them on. And when you do online shopping, it's the same. I suggest that you shop where you can return it. Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, depending on your budget. You can, Joan is here. Yay! Hi, dear.
Hi.
It's so good to see you.
It's so beautiful to see you.
Hi, beautiful. I miss you.
I miss you too.
Look, I'm getting so emotional seeing you because it reminds me of the last time we were together and how beautiful it was. Oh.
Yeah. I was asking about your earrings. They're so pretty.
These?
Yeah, I love them. And I always wear these ones, the little hoop ones. I have a really hard time scaling earrings.
They're not enough for you, honey. I'm going to show you. So this is a designer in Germany. And it's a hoop, and then this piece gets hooked into the bottom. So you can wear them alone, or you can wear them together.
Cool.
And yeah, and they're very, very well made. They're triple golded. They come in pink gold, and you can take this piece out, and then you can buy separate. You know, you can buy bigger diamonds. You can put down at the bottom colors. You can get gray pearls. You can get all kinds of different things. They're beautiful. They're a little expensive, but they're really beautiful. And I wear them a lot. You'll watch me. I'll wear them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They're about $450. And when I was just in Germany, I bought a bunch more. And they come in. This comes in pink gold, and then you can get different pearl colors, and you can order them to the color that you want.
Beautiful. They're beautiful.
So tell me how you've been. What other questions do you have besides my earrings?
Well, you answered the earlier one about structure and that kind of thing. Like I love the gray jacket, the silver jacket. Now I'm going a little gray. I don't know if you can see how much of my gray color is coming in.
I can see that it's getting
but
light.
I'm trying. So, and I have to wear it back all the time because it looks so in between. But it's away, and I may eventually have to do the low light.
You mean pull the color through?
Yeah.
So
yeah, right now people say that they don't even notice it. But
right.
It's probably in.
You don't have a lot. You don't have a lot.
Not as well.
You have maybe 30%.
Yeah. Maybe 40.
40. Okay. 40. And you want to stop dyeing it altogether? Congratulations.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to the end of the month.
What does your husband say?
He loves it. He loves it. He never thought I should dye it. Never.
How beautiful is that? What a beautiful man.
Yeah, he's a
I can't wait to see you. When am I going to see you again, sweetheart?
I don't know. We have to plot and plan.
Come visit.
Yeah.
Come visit. I miss you.
Yeah, I miss you too.
Come visit for the January event, the 3-day event. I hope you come to that because
I would love to.
at the next one you'll be part of it. You'll be on the stage. Imagine that.
I can't imagine that.
Yes, you can. Now go on.
The virtual academy is fantastic, though. I'm learning so much by watching other people and seeing their lessons, and I just am soaking it up. It's unbelievably good. Unbelievably good.
Well, you know what? You can be an affiliate. Did you know about our gratitude program? We have to talk to you about that. Amy will
Yeah.
talk to you about that.
Well, because I can sell it to anybody because it's so great.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because it's so accessible. We have people in Australia and in all parts of the world being part of it, and they're, you know, the thing about all of this and the way that this works, because I didn't, you know, I couldn't believe that you can actually touch it, but you can. You know, they touch me and I'm moved, like I see you and I like get all moved and touchy and want to cry because I miss you so much.
I know. I
But you
know.
can ask questions. You
I
can
feel
get.
the same way.
Oh, you're so sweet. You can get results. You know, you can
Yeah.
get these amazing results, and people are learning. And I'm just going every time the module finishes, because the modules are live, and there's like 9 people in the front, like you are now.
Yeah.
I go, this really works. This is so amazing. It's so empowering. So thank you for being.
I think some of the people haven't experienced the joy and pleasure of having the exchange where you're saying that belongs on so and so.
They will in January for the
And then
3-day
have
event.
that.
January 30th, 31st, and February 1st. That's where that's where a lot of that's going to happen, and a lot of the play is going to happen. Yes, and you're right. You're right. But it'll happen. All in due time, sweetheart. Amy, do you have more questions? When I take off my glasses, I
Yes.
can't see what's scrolling down the right side of my screen here.
Yes, we have a question from Fasika.
Yes.
She says, "Hi, Liana. You had mentioned that I am 80% low contrast and 20% high contrast because of brown skin versus white teeth. I also have kinky curly hair and smooth skin. Can you give an example on how to combine all of these different elements in a clothing item?"
Can I give an example? Yes. So for lower contrast, so I'm just going to consider myself a lower contrast person, Jessica, even though my hair has high contrast levels. It's better for us. It also has something to do with our character and the intensity of our gaze, that we just do better in monochromatics. We do better in columns of color with scarves that have a little bit of more higher contrast. But the truth is, if you, I'm going to show you this again, the same scarf. If the contrast level is like at this level, Jessica, if you have things that are more softened in their color structure and in their edges, because this is like a Monet painting, you don't want to look like a Picasso, because a Picasso has really hard edges, kind of like that, if you can see it, like the really strong, hard edges and distinct lines, and that's not who you are. So you want to get prints that are soft. You want to get colors that are soft. If you're wearing a burgundy jacket and a burgundy pant, you want the color that goes under it not to be stark white. You want it to be either dusty rose or cream, or you want it to be a soft kind of a print like this. You want to adjust the contrast level. There should be some contrast, because there's contrast between your eyes and your teeth. But you don't want it to be so high contrast that you're wearing a white top and black pants. That's going to totally throw people off. And even if you do chocolate brown pants, you want to do a dusty rose color on top. So you want the colors to be more in harmony with one another, instead of clashing, instead of being harsh against each other, against one another, and then against your skin. And I hope that helps you. I'm going to post, by the way, for all of you who are watching, I have made a commitment that in the next month I am going to become a Photoshop black belt. because I'm starting to see that I can just take your pictures and I can Photoshop them the right way, and then you will instantly learn what that should look like. So when you send me pictures and I can say, cut this off, lift the hem, bring in the skirt, change the neckline, I can do that in Photoshop, and I have made a commitment to myself to become a Photoshop black belt, so I can support you in answering your questions through pictures. So for now, I hope that helps, Vasika. If not, just post some more questions. And thank you for being here. And I'm ready for the next question, Amy.
Joan, do you have any questions?
I have a million questions.
Well, have at it.
Have at it.
I have blue glasses on, but they need to be changed in January. I'm very excited that I get new glasses in January.
Okay, let's talk about your glasses.
Yeah.
So keep talking to me, because when you talk,
yeah, I mean, I can, the last ones I had were kind of a copper, like the color of my hair.
Good.
Which was nice, and I really like them. I actually still like to wear them.
Good.
But blue is my black, but I just wonder actually if it's better to go with hair color and a metal or something like that. It just seemed they were a little bit better.
Right. So you know why?
No.
So the first reason is that the glasses you're wearing are very edgy and masculine. Would you agree? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what you want to do is you don't want the glasses to be coming out further than the side of your face. You want them to kind of edge. I'm going to show you. So see how you want this to be kind of with the side of you. See how these are a little too big?
Mm-hmm.
These are reading glasses. So they're reading glasses, but they're really big. You want the top of the glasses to be edging with your eyebrows, and you want the bottom to fill out. Yeah, can I see those? Thank you, Julia. I'm going to show you these because they have
the top of my eyebrow.
The top of the glasses.
Yeah.
See how the top curves the same way as the eyebrow does? Now I'm lifting these up in order for them to fit the right place. And the bottom should theoretically fill out the orbital bone. Now that doesn't always happen. See, yours are the glasses. There's rimless at the bottom, right? There's no rim.
Right.
Okay. So when you get rimless, here I'm going to show you another. Here, look at these. So see how they edge the top?
Yes.
And the bottom gets filled out?
Yes.
That's what you want.
Oh.
Now these are oversized and they're big, but your orbital bone is basically the structure for your glasses. Now I have a lot of clients. You remember Sarah Reif Hecking?
Yes.
Okay. So Sarah just went through this process and she got rimless glasses, and so did a whole bunch of other people. So did a whole bunch of my friends. And I suggested put the glasses, take the rim, just buy the rimless ones, and buy the. Amy, can you mute yourself? So that would be lovely. Thank you. Because I know you're typing. Thanks.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
No, it's okay. When you wear rimless glasses, you know, you want them to be the most innocuous color. So for you, it would most probably either be pink gold, matted pink gold, Joan, or it would be the color of your matted gold or your matted bronzy hair color, because that's the most neutral. The most neutral is anything that doesn't show up. So whether it's pink gold, it's going to match to your skin, or whether it's a beautiful light matted silver because you're mostly cool, and then it's going to match the silver in your hair. So the less you see it, the less you see the frame, the less you see the glasses, the better it is. The more we see your eyes. one of the reasons why the ones you're wearing right now are too heavy is because the bar on the side is so masculine and heavy, and the line on the top is just dense and straight. So it's not allowing us to see what's behind. It's not allowing us to see the design elements that happen between your eyelashes and your eyelids and your eyebrows. So when you're wearing glasses and they do, they kind of just do that, then there's this, and these don't even have frames. I mean, they're just reading glasses. Mm. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
You want them to be as invisible as possible. And if you want them to be visible, then at least make them exactly to fit the shape of your orbital bone, to edge with the side of your face, to edge with your eyebrows, so that you can, there, kind of like that. But see how these go short if I put them on here. I mean, they're reading glasses, but thank you. So does that answer your question?
Yes. Yeah, very much.
And if you get the rimless ones, what you do is you get a piece of cardboard and you start displaying, or you start cutting out a shape that's like the shape of your orbital bone, and then you start cutting. And then you hold up the shape, and then you start cutting again and more. And you try to follow this line. And then there's your template for the glass.
Cool.
It's actually very cool.
You're really wrong.
Totally wrong. Exactly. They're really like a bar in the middle of your face, like this. Oh, hello? Here are my glasses. Do you read me?
Yeah, okay, I get it.
And when I teach this to people in eyeglass stores, like I did a training in an eyeglass store, people that were working in there, was like 5 of them, they were all hovering around, they're going, oh my God, we have to throw half of this stuff out. And I'm going, well, you don't have to, but the designers that are making these things, they just want the glasses to show up. They don't care about you showing up. They care about their product showing up, so Prada or Gucci or whoever can say, that's the latest style. But I care about you showing up, not the glasses.
Yeah.
But you know that.
I actually, I have to say that it's such a funny thing, since, the whole thing about color and how black, I just get so sad when I see so many people dressed in black now. It seems like that is a sad thing now. Color is the thing, really.
Thank you for saying that. It is sad. I find it sad. I find it sad. I go to weddings or parties. Besides the fact that you're in an office building and 95% of people are wearing black, It's scary. I'm so glad to see you.
I'm so glad to see you.
Talking about black, there's a question here. Catherine Martin. Oh, Jessica Tobias saying she loves the Photoshop black belt. I am going to be a black belt. Jessica, maybe help me with that. So Catherine Martin is asking, okay, where is she? Oh, there. I am now on a quest for brown boots that are tall enough to hit me, because she's very tall. She's 6 feet. I think she's more than 6 feet. Hit me just below the knee. Yikes. I have pirate boots that come over the knee. Yes, you do. But they're not professional. Oh, and okay, they're black. Okay, sweetheart, I'll find you some. How's that? They'll be in your box. Hopefully they'll be in your box. And then Fasika is asking a question. Thank you, that helps a lot. I'm so glad that helped, my dear. I am so happy. It really helps me a lot when you give me feedback like this, because I the languaging around image therapy, and for this to work, for me to be able to support you and for you to learn, it is my opportunity and my privilege as your mentor to be able to put this in languaging that you really understand. And so your feedback is absolutely helpful. She says, Fasika says, thank you, that helps a lot. I see you using a tissue. Yes, I am using a tissue, and I'm going to tell you why I'm using a tissue. And thank you for saying that. My volcanic eruptions at 55 are not really kind. So I sit here, even though there's air conditioning, and I just, since I can't use my fan to fan myself, but thank you for saying that. I have been a little bit under the weather. So thank you, sweetheart. I will feel better. Let's see, who else is adding your beautiful comments? Thank you all for your beautiful comments. Catherine Martin, no question, but Liana, I'm so appreciative of the Style Academy community and what we are learning from you. Thank you, sweetheart. I am. And from each other. Yes, you guys are all learning from one another, and that was my goal. That was my wish and my vision that I had for this Facebook page, is that it grows into a community, and sometime soon in January we're all going to get together and we're going to have such a great time. What is she saying? Let me see. I keep losing this. This is like everything scrolls. I have a comment that we're all learning from one another. It is a safe place to do that. Yes, it is. So for those of you who've studied with me and who've done a webinar or private sessions, or you've been part of a Style Sanctuary group, live, any of you who've done live or online work with me, if you haven't been invited, let us know. You are absolutely part of it, and we would love to have you. I would love for you to post your questions and comments. Once or twice a week, I get to actually indulge and be part of it and answer all of your questions and comments, so sometimes it takes a little longer. And then you can always invite your friends to come here to ask Liana once a month. Amy, I'm ready for the next question.
I think you have exhausted them all.
Oh, I hope not. I hope that they're full.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant in terms of, I think you've actually answered them all at the moment.
Good. That's good. That's good. I'm getting a note from Lily. Lily, I love you. I miss you. I want to see you in person soon. So we have to, I don't know if you're still living in San Diego, but I'm on my way to San Diego tomorrow. I'm going to be there till Sunday, and maybe if you can hear this, maybe we can get together if you're down there. Either down there on my way there or down on my way back. That would be lovely. Did you, Amy, if you're getting any other questions, because I don't know what else you're seeing, because I'm only seeing the feed.
I don't have any other questions.
Okay. Okay, we're good. We are good, and this might just be a little bit shorter than the last one, and I'm so happy that you guys are engaging and asking and being part of. And if you have any questions about being part of our community or being an affiliate and spreading the word, having a BA in image therapy, which means you are a beauty ambassador to this work in the world. Lily, that would be you. Come and be part of our gratitude program. And we're having another launch coming up the end of October. We're having an amazing educational call on October 30th. So we would love for all of you to be part of that and learn more. It's going to be an hour-and-a-half training. It's going to be on the phone. And we invite you all to let your friends know and let people that have been asking you about your transformation know and be part of it. Come and play with us. Play and find the transformation through the empowerment of wardrobe. And I'm so grateful that you were all here. Thank you so much for showing up, and I'm going to see you either on our Facebook page, on the call, or on the next call.
On person.
Or in person. Julia says, or in person.
Bye, Liana.
Bye, sweetheart.
I love you. Love you, love you.
I love you too.